Well, she's a writer, teacher, reporter, and sportscaster.
And this morning, Carol Meekins brings us another side of today's TMJ4's one of our favorites, Jessie Garcia.
In sports tonight, it was a chance for the Badgers to see how good they really are.
Jessie Garcia was the first female to anchor a sports broadcast in the state of Wisconsin, but she admits being a mom is her #1 job.
7.
Oh, you already own that. Nice.
All right.
Jessie and her family are here playing appropriately a game of Packers Monopoly.
I need to get going.
You do have to get going.
Jess, what was the impetus behind you getting into sports journalism?
I loved journalism from such an early age and never wanted to be anything else except somebody who told stories.
Believe it or not, her love of sports came relatively late.
Growing up, I don't remember watching a single sporting event.
As a child, Jess was raised mainly by a mom who Jessie says does not understand football. But Jessie's love of sports grew when her stepdad came into her life.
Probably when I was 12, he started taking me to Badger basketball games. And that was my first get hooked moment.
Sports reporting was a perfect match.
And really thought to myself, I would rather do this than be covering the negative news. Yeah, I want to be covering something that's fun and makes people happy for the most part.
Garcia grew up in Madison. Her mother was a carpenter and an architectural designer who taught her she could do anything. Garcia began her career as a sports reporter at WISC in Madison.
Have you found any problems because you're a female as opposed to a male?
And I remember one night a man called up and he said, I am never going to watch Channel 3 again because you're a chick and chicks know nothing about sports. And I was pretty floored.
But ultimately, Jessie conquered the doubters and proved her worth.
I just sort of had assumed that everybody in Madison would be on board with having a female sportscaster, and that wasn't the case. Now, thankfully, there were not that many incidents like that. And in the end, it probably made me stronger because I had to work harder to prove to people that I did know sports.
Jess has written a book about her 20 years of sportscasting called My Life with the Green and Gold.
I just wanted to present myself as a real person with flaws and mistakes and, you know, all of that sort of stuff, because we all are. I mean, nobody wants to read a book about somebody who's perfect, because none of us are.
She also teaches at Mount Mary College. She's had many opportunities to go national or to bigger markets, but she's happy here.
People have said to me, you know, have you ever wanted to go to ESPN or something like that? And I never have. I'm very content in a comfortable community that's, you know, just has so many benefits to it that we really love it. Pay $40 per locker room.
Garcia says this is a great place for her and her husband to raise their 2 sons, Jake and Charlie.
I had a math quiz today.
How did it go?
It's math.
And this sportscaster, author, and teacher is already hard at work on another book. But for now, her MVPs are right here at home.
How do you want your kids to see you as they get older? How do you want them to remember their mom by?
I want them to see somebody who did what she wanted to do, you know, chased after a career, a dream, a job, but also kept them as the highest priority through everything.
Carol Meekins, today's TMJ4.
All right, Carol, thanks a lot. Bought one of those books for a family member.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fine
Jessie
read.
is one of my faves.
Right, isn't she?
Yep.